Here are the top 5 things I learned from online dating in my 50s. Number 1, a man that says you're too much, God bless him, let him go find less. Number 2, some men will just freaking text you forever. Tell him, I'm not looking for a text buddy. Hard no. Number 3, inconsistent behavior. No, thank you. That's a no. And number 4, never ever settle for bad behavior. It only gets worse. Number 5, ghosting is a gift. Better now than 6 months from now. Go find your man, Neville Shadow. He's out there.
Wait a minute, hold up. She just learned these in her 50s? Why exactly is she dating in her 50s? Oh yeah, women are empowered to look for a good man after divorcing their toxic husbands since enduring years of abuse. That old heartwarming chestnut. Let's just use her 5 rules. 1. Let him go find less. Totally agree. Let that man find a woman with less baggage, less trauma, less attitude, and less years of post-wall smashing. 2. Man will text you forever. Fam, do I need to present any more proof that women's texting requirements are based on total BS? He texts too much, he texts too little. Whatevs. 3. Inconsistent behavior. Didn't this Grand Elder Queen just say a second ago, too much texting is a pass? Consistent texting is bad, but so is inconsistency? Be real there, Queen. You don't have the pick of the litter when it comes to men to apply these 15-year-old girls' sets of rules. 4. Never settle for bad behavior. It only gets worse. Exactly, Queen. Especially when they rudely talk with their mouth full. It's only going to get worse. 5. Ghosting is a gift. That sounds like a coping mechanism after being ghosted too many times. Moving on.
Have you ever dated a guy who could go a day and sometimes days without talking to you? I mean, no phone call, no text, no email, no FaceTime. I mean, he just gone, has totally disappeared. Have you ever dated that guy? If so, just know his other relationship is going quite well. Ladies, I need you to be smart. No man who truly loves you or cares for you can go a day without talking to you. There are 24 hours in a day. No man is too busy to call the woman that he really cares about. Ladies, the goal is to be a priority, not an option. The goal is to be happy, not in the arms of someone who keeps you waiting, but in the arms of someone who chooses you every day, not when they're just in the mood for you. Ladies, remember, men don't abandon women that they love. They abandon women that they're using. Therefore, stop overplaying your role with men and learn how to deal with men how they deal with you. Barely, hardly, accordingly. Be smart, date smart, choose wisely. And remember, I told you.
You tell them, Queen. It's not like women will ghost men who text or call too much because they are too clingy. There is a saying in the manosphere, and that is, always do the opposite of what women advise you to do in dating. Let's be real here. This Queen's advice is laid out for who exactly? The betas women want after a wall smashing and years of Chad chasing. Don't act like women in their 20s don't always choose the Chads/Tyrones who they are sharing with at least 3 other women, and ignore the guys who would do this for them. Come on, girl, this is the kind of crap women come up with when they get dizzy after a carousel ride. No man is too busy to not put up with some BS either. You better take those ground rules and apply them to your cats. No kitten is too busy not to meow at you at least 15 times a day. Here's a tip, ladies. If a guy is on his purpose and super busy when you met him, you are delusional if you think he's going to put everything else on hold to make you his #1 priority in his life. That isn't gonna happen. That's like asking Elon Musk to delay a rocket launch because he forgot to text you. 3, 2, 1. Thought you can blast off. Moving on.
Ladies, have you ever wondered why some men choose Wonder Bread women over you? And when I say Wonder Bread, I'm just talking about girls who are a bit more plain, a bit more basic, average. And you, on the other hand, are like a divine French croissant and you're confused. You're like, I don't get it. Why are you going for Wonder Bread when I'm right here? There are 3 reasons why this happens, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they are. Starting with reason number 1, Wonder Bread is cheaper, okay? You get a lot more value for basically half the price of a croissant. And even though some men might appreciate the way you look, they are going to choose Wonder Bread because she doesn't require as much money or time to impress. Which brings me to reason number 2. Wonder Bread will change herself for a man. A croissant will not, okay? Wonder Bread will become a grilled cheese, an avocado toast, a PB&J, any day of the week depending on what he wants. A croissant, on the other hand, it's kind of like take it or leave it. As in, you might not be as willing to compromise or change your lifestyle for a guy. And the third reason is Wonder Bread is less maintenance, okay? Wonder Bread, you break it apart, there are no crumbs. With a croissant, a lot of crumbs, and some guys honestly don't want to deal with it. But here's the thing, the people that like croissants love croissants and they don't even look at Wonder Bread. So don't try to change yourself, but instead embrace all of your flaky French layers because the right person is gonna adore them. Follow for more and good luck.
You go, Queen. Tell those women about the difficulties of Wonder Bread versus croissants. That analogy is spot on, except for the glaring flaw in it. Basic can be called Wonder Bread. The problem is don't even calling you a croissant is the voice in your head. High maintenance boss babes are more akin to blue cheese than a croissant. Half of the time, women give other women bad dating advice because they want to spare feelings and they know the bulk of women will not listen to reality. Don't get me wrong, as all her points as to why men prefer Wonder Bread were pretty much spot on. It was the "you're a croissant, don't ever change, croissant lovers are out there" advice that was terrible. Once again, it's based on the female delusion of men must improve and women must be accepted as they are. Kind of like a politician who expects voters to get them into office and then expects voters to accept their political promises were going to be broken because it's the norm. I'm developing a theory that the reason all these female dating gurus give women the not so great advice is because it makes money. Most men know that when it comes to dating women, there is a very low success rate if you are 100% honest with them. If you tell them what their fifis want to hear, your chances improve. The difference is men want to get into women's beds. Female dating gurus want to get into women's bank accounts. Moving on.
4 signs of a mature man. Number 1, they don't cringe when conversations around marriage and babies happen. They are able to have these conversations or even joke about these things with ease. Number 2, they're not overly protective of their phone. They have nothing to hide and they're very open with you. You know their password and again, nothing to hide. Number 3, they don't freak out when a woman has their period and get grossed out and they're like, ew, like don't go near me. But they're very supportive of it. Maybe they even get you candy and snacks. And number 4, they do the things that they say they're going to do, whether it's work, things for friends, things for their family. They show up, and that's a mature sign.
This female-to-female dating advice never seems to fail on the entertainment factor. The funny thing, it's always based on the female perspective to understanding men. That's like a polar bear giving other polar bears advice on penguins when they never bothered to visit the other pole to actually know what they are talking about. Let's just use her own numbers. 1. They can handle future conversations. Queen. If men you are starting to date indulge you in the future topic of marriage, chances are he is just enduring the conversation in order to smash. Most men don't bring up that topic, and the ones who do are considered red flag pushy by women. 2. Any man who willingly gives up his phone to a woman he is dating either gave her a business phone / a ringer, or he is super blue pill. Women respect men who place boundaries on them. If you consider a man valuing his privacy as immature, he considers you as too nosy to date. 3. Most men just have to deal with a woman's period. In the same sense, not dealing with your biological cycle does not equate to immaturity. Sure, he will get you a pastry and a soda. Just don't make everything about you. And remember, ladies, during that time of the month, there's always the backdoor option. 4. This at first sounded pretty obvious until I decided to translate it from womanese. Oh, you mean a man is mature when you don't have to nag him to do something. Okay, that is fair. As long as you compromise by going back to number 3 and offer the back door without the nagging. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.